everyone. Welcome to MGS Coaching Football, and I thank you for watching this channel. Coach Sullivan here. This past fall, 2021, I completed my 39th year coaching football as a defensive coordinator, and I hope your 2021 season was as good as ours. Okay? In this presentation, I want to talk to you about one of our 3-4 third down pass situation pressure fronts that we call Patriots. Okay? So you'll have to see the same named playlist, meaning third down pass situation pressure front, to get the base of why we walk up five guys covering the line of scrimmage, although that'll be a part of today. But what Patriots does in this front is we're going to move around our personnel. Okay, so what I'm going to show you over here on the key terms along the left will help you better understand why we move the personnel around, what it is we're trying to defend, take advantage of, and then ultimately over here, I'll go back and forth when it comes to number 3 and the matchups. This is the reason why we go to this front, the matchups. So when I get to number 3 key term, I will go back and forth between the diagram and the key terms. Okay? So the first key term itself is switch. Okay, in the Patriot front, we literally switch the inside linebackers and the defensive ends in terms of their alignment. Okay, so I'll show that to you when I go to the diagram. But just the word Patriots tells our guys that the inside linebackers and DNs, we're in base personnel here in the front. Okay, our base personnel, meaning we've got 3 down linemen and 2 inside linebackers. That's base to us. Okay. Those 4 individuals will switch, and the nose will stay right over the center. So the second key term is impact protection. We're still going to impact protection because we still cover all of the offensive linemen, which necessitates protection change. So that doesn't change. This is one of the beautiful parts of our third down pass situation pressure front package. Simplicity. Okay, so the impact on protection remains the same, as does B, limited changes. It's either man or a full slide, right? We really haven't come across anything. Now, obviously, on television, the professional NFL level, Power 5 conferences levels, they get a little bit more flexibility. But at Division III college, Division II college, we see basically it's either full man or it's full slide. Okay, and sometimes they don't even bother using the running back, and sometimes they do. But that's not a big change. Okay, so now we're already to the point of the reason for the front, Patriots, matchups. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and forth, and I'm literally going to check off each one as they're covered. Okay, so what I may or may not do is go through, as you can see here, I have it drawn up versus the core of a 10 formation, meaning the 5 offensive linemen. The core of an 11 formation, just add a tight end, 1 to the offensive line. And the core of a 12 formation, which is 2 tight ends added to the offensive line. Okay, I may or may not go through each of these reasons for the front and matchups on all 3. Okay, just to let you know. But the first reason in matchups for the front is it's a 5-man protection, meaning now they do not use the running back. And typically, the running back flares. So see, I have a running back up here. He flares. It's not even a check flare. It's just he poof, flares as a pressure beater, or he shoots out into the flat. Okay, so he flares or he flats. If the inside linebacker is over the guard, he's not going to be able to get there fast enough. If the inside linebacker is here, and obviously he's not a part of the pressure package, or he's not outside, somebody else is, the reason we go to the front is now I have an inside linebacker available to cover that running back. And we can get pressure with these 4 other guys, right? Remember, the big part of this look, right? 5 up on the line covering all offensive linemen it's a built-in sim package, right? We're simulating pressure just by lining up. Okay? So as far as matchups are concerned, it'd be the same over here, right? On immediate flare release, immediate shoot in the flat. I have an inside linebacker available to take care of that, right? And the pressure can come from elsewhere. Okay? So that's the first reason that we would go to the Patriot Front. The second reason, okay, at least again for us, yeah, it's a passing situation. It's third and long. We still have teams that will run a zone play, punt the football. They'll run a read play, punt the football. Or they're trying to catch you and gash it. They can get through to second level and it's, third and 11, they might actually get the first down. So we have come across that. Okay, they'll run an option and either try to catch you and get the first down that way or line up, punt the football, right? Remember, punt's an offensive weapon. So that would be another reason because, again, right, here, or even down here, right, with the 2 tight end, that's definitely a running formation, right? You got 8 gaps to defend. And so, yeah, to answer the question, if we really felt like they were going to try and gash us in the run, we wouldn't execute this, all right? But if they put them in pistol and they think they're going to just try and run inside zone, maybe catch us, get the second level, it's 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, get it that way. It's a windy day, right? Or a quarterback's not having a great day. He's not reading protection. He's a little bit, whatever it might be. Okay, by switching, we now have our bigger, stronger guys on the interior, and we have our more athletic guys on the edge, both backside and front side. And you got all single blocks. There's no zone combos. So we actually feel pretty good about that here, okay, as well as up here. So even if they're going to read him and kind of try and zone that way, we've got a pretty good athlete out here. He's not a defensive end. We feel good about that. Okay? So that'd be reason number 2 to go to the Patriot Front. Take care of potential running plays. We also have coverage help versus number 2 and 3 as an example. Okay? So if they like to run number 2 on hard crossers, get them the football, and again, try and catch you that way on a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, even a 3rd and 12, right? Because they don't necessarily know if we're running rat coverage or not, right? So you got to factor all these things. We don't always run a rat coverage when we're in Patriots front or covering up all 5 offensive linemen. Now he's in a position to come out and help double cover number 2. Again, he's further away if he's in here. Yeah, maybe it's a better disguise, but he also might not get there because the quarterback will hit the ball in the window. You see what I mean? So coverage help is another reason for the matchups and run Patriot Front. The 4th reason, it's a tendency breaker. Right? It's a tendency breaker. Meaning, we line him up here, we line him up here. He's always helping in coverage, or he's always picking up the running back. Well, we might still get him involved in one of our pass rush games or pressures and pick up the back another way. So we bait the offense into throwing that flare. You see what I mean? So we can break our own tendencies that way. So when the offense looks at our film and say, okay, anytime we see the outside, because they don't know what we call it, but the outside linebackers in their up front package or on the tackles, they're going to be in coverage. So here's what you know what I'm trying to say? So that's what we were looking to do when we talk about tendency breakers. And then the 5th reason in matchups, again, reasons to run this front. Individual matchups with pass blockers, right? If the 2 guards, as an example, are hard setters and they're chest pumpers, right? I want a bigger guy to take that on rather than one of our lighter inside linebackers. In Division III college in particular, the tackles, they're not always really good in pass protection. So I'd rather have a faster, quicker, more athletic kid going against that tackle. Okay, so that all also ties in with tendency breakers. You see what I mean? So if the guards are hard setters, they like to get their weight forward, they're head butters, they're grabbing shoulders, or they're punching bellies, they're belly bumpers, we call them. I want bigger kids in there. Poof, take them on. All right, the feet, the hands, press the pocket. Out here, when these guys are not great pass protectors, again, we're talking Division III college level now. Okay, so this would also apply to high school. It's tough to find offensive tackles who are really strong in the run game and really solid in pass protection. They're getting offers somewhere, right? Division One. That's when I'd rather have my more athletic defenders, inside linebackers in our base front, rushing the passer on that. Okay, against the tackle. All righty. So these would be the 5 reasons, the matchups, 5 different ways to match up that we would run Patriot, which again is just simply switching in our base package the inside linebackers and the defensive ends in terms of where they line up. Okay. So again, I want to thank you for watching MJS Coaching Football. If anybody has questions, please reach out to me at CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com because I would love to talk football with you.